tides out, when it comes in, all these bits of puddles here are underwater. This is an upper reach of Tullabudgera Creek. We may think that atheism and republicanism are two different things. In fact, they're not. The Queen of England, the Queen of Britain, Queen Elizabeth II, is also the head of the Church of England. And that ipso facto makes England a Christian country, notwithstanding the fact that there are many Muslims and atheists there living in complete freedom. The head, the monarch of Britain, is also the head of a Christian religion. Republicanism in Australia that debate has been going on for decades, perhaps since Federation in 1901, although I don't think it would have been very strong in those early days, not until the fall of Singapore showed us that we could not rely on Britain. But in matters religious too, I'm not sure of any atheist prime ministers in England, in Britain. Australia regularly has atheist prime ministers. So we're definitely two completely different countries, different cultures, different outlooks. And with the amount of, that's my dog, and with the amount of immigration from outside the British realm to Australia, we are no longer a mainly British nation. It therefore makes sense to reignite this debate on whether we should remain a monarchy. Australia is a much more atheist nation than Britain. That's not to denigrate some excellent atheists in Britain, but I'm talking about the sheer weight of numbers, and mainly about the fact that we can have atheist leaders, we can and should have atheist leaders here. Britain never can, as long as they have as their monarch the leader of the head of a major church. How can you call Britain a secular country when its head is the Queen of England and the head of the Church of England? I think it's time for Australia to cut its ties with England, with the monarchy, the Christian monarchy, and let's start then having a proper debate about where we stand in regard to Christianity and other religions. It's important, I think, for us all to have our say. I've heard people saying that atheists are un-Australian and Republicans are un-Australian, and that's bullshit, of course. If I am an Australian, I am allowed to be atheist and I'm allowed to be Republican. And in fact, if you take the view that the enemy of democracy actually comes from within, from such things as apathy, if you take the view that apathy is one of the enemies of democracy, then it's more than a right to speak out about something you feel strongly about. It's a duty. When it comes to politics, I'm a swinging voter. I'm not rusted onto either party. These dogs are cold and wet, it's raining. And for that reason, I stay out of political debate, because the party I voted for last time may not be the party I vote for next time. But for things I feel strongly about, there is no way I'm going to shut up. When it comes to atheism, I'm in that discussion feet first. And don't try and tell me that's un-Australian. That road there is the Pacific Highway, going to all points south. So let's have the debate about atheism and republicanism, and whether refugees should be welcomed with open arms or whether they should be shunted off to Christmas Island. Let's have these debates. This is a democratic country.